what's going on? So today we have $138 in profits to talk about, and we have two trades to dive into. So if you were there for the live stream, I don't know when this video is going to go out, but recently this week, the live stream was on Thursday the 11th, which is this trade recap. You would have seen this Tesla trade live. You would have seen the thought process, why I entered it, the entirety of it. It was over an hour long. So we were just kind of there shooting the shit for an hour plus while we were waiting for it to do something, and then it eventually stopped us out. So we lost $90 on that one, and then we closed the rest of our NVIDIA position for an additional $227 in gain. Now, I do want to mention, my numbers are going to be a little bit off. And when I say a little bit off, what we are going to have on TradeZella is going to be skewed a bit higher. They're currently not tracking the commissions the way that I would like them to. I can go in and edit that, but they're still kind of in beta mode of how they're connecting my broker. So I don't want to mess with it. Just know I'm not hiding the commissions. We'll go into the actual prop firm account and show you that so you can see it. Prop firm's also funny because they track the commissions as individual trades. So it looks like I have a sub 50% win rate when I've actually only lost one trade so far on the entire prop firm challenge. So whatever, I don't know. Either way, TradeZella's got it right mostly. So the Tesla trade, we lost about $90. Add commissions on top of that was around $100. NVIDIA, we made $227 on the second half of our position. That hit our 550 plus target. I forgot, to be honest with you, I forgot that order was still alive, but it was when I originally entered the trade. And so it just hit my final take profit and I got out of it. Simple as that. If we dive into it, we can see, here's the 227 on this last 5 shares of NVIDIA. This is not tracking technically the full 10 shares that I originally purchased because I did take some partial profits from that one, but I'm going to put this one in as a custom on the daily chart and set this up as a bull flag setup just so that we have it tracked here on TradeZella. But the more important part is going to be this Tesla trade. So I want to dive into that one. If you saw the live stream, you probably got a pretty good handle on that, but I'm going to log this one as we speak. And I'm going to go custom. We're going to go on the 5-minute chart. There's a 5-minute setup, and it was a bear flag. So it's actually the first bear flag I've played, the first downside break I've played this year, I guess I should say, this year. And I think it's very valid. I think it's a very valid trade. So I could show you the trade replay. The problem is it just took so long. I don't want to bore you with that. But what I could do to make it a little bit easier is I'll just show you here on the chart. Here, TradingView's chart dialed into TradeZella so that it's super easy to review. I played as he broke this downside. I had this downside break on high volume, note, into low a day. I got in. So I got in around 226 and my targets were down 224 or lower. And my stop loss was originally 227.50. Okay. I eventually moved that down a little bit as time went on because the chart set up in that manner. Now I ended up getting stopped out a little over an hour later. I actually got in here at around 10:10 and got out. This is, I believe, Central Time. And I got out at 11:40. So about an hour and a half, which is kind of annoying. It's kind of a lot, but nothing wrong with this trade. So breaking to the downside pressure momentum, it was the weakest stock on my list today. So if I'm going to trade a short, I want to be with the weak stuff. The only thing, well, not only thing, big picture, what do we see on Tesla? Well, where is it at? Trending down, right? Great. Okay, you got the downside momentum right now, big picture. Secondarily, right, we are now pushing into a volume gap. Tend to see momentum really where things pick up in the volume gap. Yeah, we did. Problem was, it was right down 3+% on the day. So, how much more you want to get? If the market bounces, this might not go. And that's exactly what happened. The market did actually bounce and it didn't go, although it's still staying weak. So this could even be a trade at the end of the day. Maybe, I don't know. That's besides the point. I was looking for a move. I thought we can get a move down to the low 220s. So this area was interesting for a push. And we just didn't get it. Simple as that. Just didn't get it. 5-minute chart. You can kind of see my original level and a lot of chop, a lot of consolidation here, a lot of nothing really, just boringness. So kept the risk tight. I only lost $100 It's not a big deal to me for the sizing I've been using. And so we move on to the next one, live to fight another day. That's all it really was. Entered here, kind of went our way a little bit, went against us, didn't stop us out, got very close, then went our way a little more, and just didn't have that follow through. And so I was saying on the stream, you know, you very well could have, like I could have, or if someone was taking a similar situation, there's something wrong with cutting it off here for a small loss or break even. It just didn't go. Momentum wasn't there. Move on. Call it a day. I was off on the timing. The market's not aligned. And it is what it is. There'll be more trades tomorrow, the next day. You know, there'll be other opportunities. So that's kind of the way I view it. I let it just play out and let it stop me out. And that was really it, because we're kind of actively watching and actively managing it. So that's the update. Technically, it was a green day, but this is the first red trade of the year for the accounts, which is interesting. We are currently up $640 in profits on the year, or on the year, in the month of January, which is for the year. Our win rate's 75%. Technically, could be even higher because this trade was technically not a loss yet, although I just moved brokers, so it automatically took me out. Our profit factor is super high. Our expectancy is nice, and our average win loss, 2+ is great. Dude, give me an average win loss over 150, 1.5, and I'm happy, as I've said in the past. 2 and anything over 2 is beautiful. I don't know if we'll keep it that way. We'll see. And then our win rate, this number likely will float its way back towards 50%. I don't think I'll be trading so much to where this should go under 50%, unless I go on a really bad red streak. I guess I could. But I think that I'm going to, you know, a couple trades per week is kind of like what I've been doing and averaging. So I think 50 will probably make our way back towards that. And that's totally fine if you have a good win-loss, average risk-reward. It doesn't matter. So it's all about the numbers and the math. I was saying this morning today on the stream, you know it's coming. I know a loss is coming. I haven't had a loss in a while. I know it's coming. And we finally got one, which is good to get it out of the way. And now we can move on to get back on the winning side. But that was that. So technically a green day, but we had our first loss involved in that as well. That's the update. Thanks so much for watching. This is TradeZella. I'll leave a link to TradeZella below, like always, and all these trade recaps, how I track, journal, and log all my trades. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.